A beautifully lit September Friday night, the first of the year, and a home opener for the Saguaro Sabercats on the Varsity Sports Show as the Cats come into town 1-0, taking on 1-0 Mesa Mountain View. Ryan Sikora, Shea Garrett here. Shea, Saguaro's 1-0. They looked really, really good last week in a dominant win over ALA Queen Creek.
Absolutely. They had a few slip-ups, but overall, they're a really strong team. They have all those assets to put in the win.
And for Saguaro, they are led by Zach Hill, who starts his coaching career 1-0. Shea, you had a chance to catch up with him a little bit before the game.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Shea Garrett, and with me is Saguaro head coach Zach Hill. Coach Hill, what was the emphasis on this week's practice when preparing for this game?
I think it was mainly our execution. When you're coming into this game, we just had to do our thing, just get into a little bit of a rhythm and be able to just execute. It's always going to be about ball security, converting on third downs, and hopefully we can get some scores on the board early.
Absolutely. And your quarterback, Mason, Bray, and Jacoby Spence have a great connection on the field. How are you using that to your advantage this game?
We've got a lot of playmakers. Obviously Jacoby stepped up and had a couple touchdowns last week. Mason Bray has been doing a really good job, and each week is a new challenge, and you face different defenses, and so we're excited for the challenge this week, and excited to see who steps up and makes plays.
Absolutely. And it's your first home game here. What do you expect for the environment, and how do you expect that to play on your team?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the environment. I'm excited to be home and be able to see some of the alumni coming back and being involved, and some of our sponsors and donors, here, and people that support this program, and obviously all the parents and the fans around here. So I'm excited for a good, healthy environment with some good energy, and Friday Night Lights doesn't get any better than this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck tonight with Varsity Sports. I'm Shea Garrett.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster, and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
We welcome you back to Saguaro High School. Opening pageantries taking place at midfield. Saguaro in all black with the yellow bottoms this evening. Their home opener. Mesa Mountain View 1-0, rocking white with red on a Friday night lights opportunity. The sun starting to set. Stormy night. Clouds have settled. Not quite as bad as it was last night on the Thursday. We had a lot of problems throughout the valley with the flag football openers. Of course, Arizona State football had a long and lengthy weather delay. It seems much nicer tonight here in Scottsdale.
Hopefully no dust storms tonight. That's what my fingers are crossed for.
Just perfect football weather so far. And the dust storms,
So far.
again, they kind of just come whenever they want to, it feels like.
They do.
You get dust storms, and Shay's from Tucson. You get dust storms down in Tucson, Shay?
You know, I've never experienced one until I came to Phoenix for college. And especially living in high-rise apartments, you see them everywhere.
As here come the Sabercats charging out. Flags a waving for the first time this year. The Cats take their home field on a Friday night. And for the first time, Zach Hill gets a chance to take charge of his program in front of the home faithful. A 1-0 record out of the jump. They were really good a week ago against ALA Queen Creek, led by their quarterback, Mason Bray, who had a couple of iffy moments, but for the most part, 5 touchdowns, 309 passing yards is pretty good for your varsity debut as a starter.
And they have great connections on the field. I mean, I talked to Hill about Spence's connection with Bray, and he said it really benefits them when their entire team has a connection like that, and I think that it'll show tonight as well.
You're talking Jacoby Spence, the wide receiver, another senior. He had himself a week, 2 touchdowns to lead the team, 102 yards on just 6 receptions, a big play machine. It's a Sabercat offense that picked up right where they left off. Just a dominant start against a really good football team, ALA Queen Creek. And Mesa Mountain View, their 1-0 start, they put 40 on Queen Creek, who are a really good team. Different Queen Creek, ALA QC and Queen Creek, 2 different high schools. So they've started 1-0 under third-year head coach Joe Germain after a 2-8 season a year ago. Trying to rewrite the ship for them, get back to the 6A playoffs. Saguaro lost the coin toss, and Mesa Mountain View elected to kick off. So the Sabercats will receive to open up this first quarter. It's Jaden Matthews and J.C. Dickerson, the 2 back there to receive for Saguaro. It's Mason Lindbergh who will boot it away into a cloudy Friday night sky. 48 minutes of football on a Friday night. Spend it with us as Lindbergh sends us in. And it's a wonderful kick almost through the back of the end zone. So Saguaro will open up on their own 25-yard line. A chance to get going again for the talented senior Mason Bray.
Mason Bray put up numbers last game, and I'm expecting him to do it again this week. After the first game, jitters get out. It's only up from here for him. He has all of the skills that he needs to take this team for champions.
He's got all the skills. He's got all the skill position players as well. So much talent for Saguaro.
And a great coaching staff at that. Hill has proven himself to be a fantastic head coach for this team, and they benefit with him.
1 week in and a dominant display, and Saguaro step out on the 20. Matthews the tailback next to Bray. You'll see a lot of him tonight. They will throw on first down, get it quickly out to Reese Rinaldi. And it should be a gain of 6 before he's stopped down. They'll give him 7, actually, and move it to the 27-yard line. Rinaldi a week ago, 5 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown as well. Great second option.
And Mountain View has a really impressive offense. They're very aggressive. Last week they put up numbers, right, Ryan? They were killing the other team on the field with interceptions. Their defense is strong.
They had 40 points a week ago, over 340 passing yards from their quarterback, Jack Germain. And it looks like they got the Sabercats for an early procedural penalty. So after the 7-yard gain on the catch by Rinaldi, Saguaro will move backwards to the 15-yard line. 1st and 15. Bray with plenty of time, quick out, and has his man, Mason Whitaker, gets him back beyond the initial line of scrimmage, and we'll move it to 2nd down. You brought up the heck of the week defensively. Mountain View had a week ago. 5 interceptions. 1 for each of 5 players. They were all over Queen Creek. 2nd down and 6. They'll hand it off to Matthews. First chance for him to run the ball. And Jaden Matthews, the Georgia Tech commit, thunders forward for a couple and sets up 3rd and very manageable, 3 yards to go.
In Saguaro's offense last week, we saw a lot of throwing and passing rather than running for offense, and I'm interested to see if Mason Bray takes that tactic again.
Bray has it on 3rd and short, goes over the top, reads the zone, and finds his man. Camden Siegel, the tight end, picking up a catch and a 1st down for the Sabercats. They move it to the 44.
It does look like throwing is their tactic tonight. The defense is so strong. Running the ball is going to be hard for anyone.
Saguaro struggled to run the ball last week. Only 63 yards on the ground for what they thought was going to be a very potent rushing attack. They go empty on 1st and 10. Bray again breaks it down, threw it into a dangerous spot, was looking for Spence, and it's broken up by a Riggs Metcalf. We go 2nd and 10. Metcalf, one of the guys who had an interception last week for Mesa. Mountain View High School. The Toros, one of the more storied programs in AZ High School football's fallen on hard times. It's a quick out to Matthews. Has room, has blockers in front. Matthews gets to the outside and gets a 1st down. The efficient football from Saguaro. Bray on 3rd and 1, handoff to Matthews. Good pursuit by Mesa. Did he get there? And it looks like the officiating crew is going to signal Jaden Matthews a yard short. 4th down decision coming now for Zach Hill. As expected, they keep the offense out there. Hand off to Matthews. He will plunge forward for 4 or 5 and a 1st down for the Cats. Excellent job up front by the big fellas.
By the plays being called, you can really see the faith that Zach Hill has in his team to get the ball where it needs to go.
Brought JoJo Clark in for the short yardage situation. Now take him out. Matthews still the running back. They will move on an RPO. Quick out. Got his man. It's caught. As they move a little bit more forward. That's the tight end once again. Camden Siegel, 2nd catch of the game. Again, a 6.
They're moving slowly but surely towards that end zone, for sure.
Very quickly, very efficiently so far as well.
As long as it's working, I mean. But once again, they are passing a lot, which works for them. Bray has an incredible arm on him, and he can get that ball and aim it incredibly well.
They run a little bit of a trick play. They go twice into the hands of other players, and Bray unloading for Siegel for 6. Pull it out of the bag and find a score. Saguaro open this one up with a touchdown. One way to dial up a touchdown early on.
And we expect that from Bray. Like I said, he has an arm on him, and if he can use it, he can throw far, and his players, the connection is there. So the ball does make it into his wide receiver's arms.
And Mountain View get great pursuit on the extra point attempt, and it is batted away. Bo Hampton couldn't get it to go. Saguaro have opened us up. It's 6-0 on the Varsity Sports Show. 9:27 to go, first quarter.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention
6-0 Saguaro. A little under 3 minutes into the first quarter. Camden Siegel, his second touchdown catch of the year, and the Cats will kick it away. And Hampton puts it into the end zone. So now the Sabercat defense hits the field, and they've got to deal with a pretty good Mesa Mountain View offense led by Jack Germain, the senior quarterback, son of the head coach Joe Germain. And 40 points against a very stout, defensively solid, always Queen Creek Bulldog squad. So this Mountain View team is pretty good. They can keep up with some of the best offenses in the country. It's a tough task for Saguaro tonight.
Their defense definitely needs to bring it to the field tonight.
Every time they needed to show up last week against ALA Queen Creek, they did.
They're quick thinkers. Saguaro has very quick thinkers on both offense and defense, and that helps them win the game.
Germain gets the snap and moves it along. This is a handoff and a stuff at the line of scrimmage. That's Trey Morrison leading the way, denying any room for Isaac Jean-Pierre, the tailback. .344 yards, 22 of 37 in week one for Germain. Jean-Pierre, the running back, 17 carries for 94 yards and a score as well. They can do it on both sides of the offensive attack. They got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Germain will keep this one, look for a slant. It's batted away at the line of scrimmage. I think Morrison might have got a hand on it again. I was looking for Mikey Sumko. And this is where Saguaro wants this game, 3rd and long for the opposition.
Pass broken up by number 19, Jordan.
Both teams do have to be very careful of interceptions, especially in high school football. When you get those nerves in front of about playing in front of an audience, those interceptions tend to happen pretty frequently. And Saguaro had a few last game, but I'm interested to see if Mountain View has any this game, because that was a close call last week.
An early 3rd and long for Jack Germain. Son of the coach, slow snap. Germain has to lose it off. It's a fireman drill. He gets it off, though. This is Gunnar Gornick. And somehow on a broken play, Mountain View ends up with a 1st down.
First down, Toros from the 30.
Gornick, who had 4 catches for 70 yards against the Bulldogs last Friday, opens up on the first drive. Saguaro can't allow that to happen. 3rd and long, you're in a perfect spot. You need to make the other team pay, but they don't there. Germain with a fresh set of sticks. Has time to throw. Feeds across the middle, looking downfield. It's caught again. Gornick. Back-to-back plays for Gunnar Gornick. A 35-yard play.
Pass complete for the Toro, 1st down.
Both teams are proving to have very strong quarterbacks with very strong arms, and I think that'll make this a very interesting game for both teams.
Mesa Mountain View moving the ball. Jermaine in a rhythm with time again, dumps across. Has a nice simple completion for the running back Isaac Jean-Pierre. Gain of 4.
Tackle made by number 18, Owen Pinbert.
Owen Pimbert brings him down, and so far, good play design from Mountain View out of the gates.
Mountain View also shows that they are quick thinkers, much like Saguaro is. So if both teams are quick thinking and smart thinking in the way of football, it's going to be very competitive on this field tonight.
Second and 6 as Jermaine will hand it off to Jean-Pierre. Throws a stiff arm and then is wrapped down to the floor by J.C. Dickerson on the outside. Might have gotten a yard or two. It'll bring up 3rd and medium for the Toros. They gave him a pair at 2nd and 3. Another 3rd down chance for the Sabercats. They couldn't get him on the last one. Jermaine, plenty of time. Now feeling pressure down the outside. Wide open, Jean-Pierre, and there's a touchdown. What a drive from Jack Jermaine. A flawless first down from Mesa Mountain View, and they have tied it up at 6. We'll bring on Mason Lindbergh to kick the extra point, and even with how good ALA Queen Creek was last week, I don't know if they ever made it look that easy against this Saguaro defense. Kick is up and good from Lindbergh. It is 7-6. One drive for each team, one score for each team. Toros up by 1 halfway through the first quarter.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
7-6 your score, 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Mesa Mountain View in front on the Saguaro Sabercats. Jack Jermaine, an awesome first drive for number 7 in white. His counterpart Mason Bray was pretty good too. On that first drive, a long throw, 40-plus yard touchdown to the tight end Camden Siegel. Saguaro looked ready to go on the offensive side of the ball.
And one thing we saw from last week is that the team, like Saguaro themselves, were really quick to take back any mistakes and to analyze the other team's offense and make the changes that they need to score or to avoid a score for the other team.
No real stuff to work with for Jacoby Spence on that first drive, just the one catch. They open it up with a handoff to Matthews. Can he get on the outside edge? And Mountain View swallow him up. Leading the pursuit on the way was Brigham McCown. It's going to be very important for Saguaro to manage this game on the offensive front.
They're definitely going to have to analyze their tactics and see what is working for them and make those quick fixes and soon so that they can get to the end zone.
Matthews got a yard on the play, so Bray on 2nd and 9 across the middle for his tight end, Siegel, who's blown up. A big hit from Beckham Barney. And it is 3rd and long for the Cats. It's really the first time we've seen Saguaro in the two games they've played attack the shallow middle of the field. We've seen them go deep inside the numbers, but never really inside the sticks. 3rd and 9 for Bray. And we've got a ball on the field on the near side, right next to the Mountain View cornerback, Dominic Gerard. Referee gets rid of it, and clock rolls again on 3rd and 9 for Bray. Mountain View bring 4. Mason's got time, steps up and avoids 1. Looking downfield, he might have a man. He's got to dump it off down at the marker, and is that enough for the first down? Caught by Jaden Matthews, and they will wait to move the chains quite yet. And we get a signal from the referee, first down, Saguaro. A broken play that Bray takes advantage of.
Bray is definitely not having as much time as he was used to last week with the Mountain View's strong off defense, He's going to be pressured to make those quick plays.
It was great pursuit with just 4 pass rushers. But Saguaro reset from their own 30. Down a score, 5 minutes to play first quarter. Bray, quick out. Has Reese Rinaldi. Rinaldi's going to get to the edge and search for the pylon, and he should be a yard short, and he is. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. And again, a good, smart decision right away. Coaching staff for Saguaro setting up Mason Bray for a lot of quick outs.
Once they get used to what they're dealing with on the field, they're able to make those plays, and Bray is a quick learner, and he's a quick thinker at that. So he gets used to these changes that Hill is probably making.
Bray on 2nd and 1. Will evade some pressure again. Try and get outside. He might have to run it himself. He will. He'll tuck it under and roll. He's wrapped down after the first down by Barney. And he only rushed 1 time a week ago. It was a 48-yard scamper. This time he moves the chains with his legs. It was something the coaching staff talked about. Mason's ability to be able to get outside when he needs to. Obviously not the superior athlete that maybe a lot of the previous Saguaro quarterbacks were, but
he does show that he has the confidence to lead this team.
Moving the Cats down the field, handoff to Matthews, nice hole, and a gain of 10, maybe 11, right at the sticks, and they will move the chains again. A 10-yard rush for Jaden Matthews. Important to get him going. He's their best player. Power 5 commit. He'll go play ACC ball at Georgia Tech. Had 10 carries a week ago, 2 touchdowns, but only 21 yards. 2 catches as well for a grand total of 0 yards. So they couldn't quite get him in rhythm. JoJo Clark in motion. He gets the ball. Clark on first down and 10, and another first down for Saguaro. Gain of 11 for the money man, JoJo Clark, the tight end.
Clark for a gain of 12. First down.
This feels like a very rhythmic Zach Hill offense. Handoff, and Bray will keep it himself on a play action. He rushes again. Should have been enough for a first down once more. And Sabercats move the chains for the 3rd consecutive time. Mixing it up to a handoff to the running back, a little wheel route almost from the H-back, and then a quarterback keeper.
Saguaro is proving to keep Mountain View on their toes with these change of plays rather than throwing it. They're passing it off, and it's working for them.
From the 21-yard line. Bray with loads of time, loading down the field. He's got his man at Spence in the corner for 6. Mason Bray with his second touchdown pass of the game, and that man's in rhythm. Just a really good offensive drive from Saguaro. And back comes Hampton, the place kicker for the extra point attempt. They missed on the first one, and this second one is up and good. 2 for 2 for Saguaro on touchdowns tonight. It is 13-7 with 3:03 to go in the first quarter.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
Another touchdown pass for Mason Bray. 13-7 Saguaro. He's got 2 today. They missed the extra point to open us up, and it's Jacoby Spence finally getting involved with a big play out in the corner to restore the Black Cats lead. Hampton into the night sky, and that'll be another touchback. So Mesa Mountain View will get the ball for the second time from their own 20. Jack Germain was really good on that first drive.
He seems to have the same connection that Bray has with his team, where they know what works for them, and he makes that happen. And he has a lot of practice being a senior, correct, Ryan?
That he is, the son of the coach, Joe Germain.
That doesn't hurt either. I'm sure having your dad as the coach, you're constantly practicing.
And maybe the greatest quarterback in Mesa Mountain View history, Joe Germain. State champion in '93, played at Ohio State. Short stint in the NFL and the Arena Football League. Back at his alma mater in his third season. He's 11-11 in 22 games as the head coach. Here's his son, Jack Germain, loading down towards the corner and incomplete. Was searching for Mikey Sumko and well defended by Angel Theus.
Pass incomplete. Toros second down.
It helps, but it's a lot of pressure, I feel like it can be at times too.
Oh, I'm sure. But it could make him better if he works well under pressure, which I feel like most quarterbacks do. That's why they're put in that position. And Germain showed that he does work well under pressure with that first touchdown as long as he can keep it up the rest of the game.
Just a kid who knows how to lead.
Runs in the family, I guess, Ryan.
Been through so much, torn both his ACLs as he pitches one off. There's a flag on the play. There's a lost helmet. And as of now, that's a big loss for the tailback Isaac Jean-Pierre. 4-5 Sabercats swarmed upon him.
Penalty on the flag.
They get a face mask on Saguaro. It's David Benedetti, our head referee. He's the white hat tonight.
Penalty on Saguaro. First down Toros.
So that'll move the ball up 15 yards to the Mountain View 35. 9 minutes into this first quarter, Saguaro has the lead, but not necessarily the most solid start for the Sabercats, their home opener. Jermaine from the gun, hands off to Jean-Pierre. He's got a hole and a physical duel in the middle of the field. Owen Pimbert brings him down, a gain of 7 on 1st and 10.
Saguaro needs to bring back the aggression that we saw from last week's game against ALA Queen Creek. They had such an aggression towards their defense, and they were making those stops. We need to see that happen again during this game.
quickly on 2nd and short and get right to the marker, bring up 3rd and half a yard. Mountain View ran the ball well last week. 28 carries, 130 yards as a team. Just the one touchdown, that was Jean-Pierre's. It wasn't quite the fantastic passing attack that they had. There's another flag on the play, and clock will roll down to the 40-yard line of Saguaro. So penalties killing the Cats this week so far.
Saguaro cannot keep giving Mountain View these free yardage.
Needed to clean it up after last week. They had 7 penalties for 60 penalty yards against ALA Queen Creek. Already a couple of big ones tonight. Hand off to Jean-Pierre. Trying to run behind his right guard, and clearing the way was Taylor Bingham. Maybe only a gain of 2.
Trey Morrison on the tackle, gain of 3.
Already a 5th or 6th tackle for Trey Morrison. Tremaine gets the snap, play action. Jack has time, goes down the field. He's got a man wide open, Correndus Poe. He caught it. And another perfect throw down the middle of the field from Jack Germain.
Saguaro's defense was pushing on Jerome's offense, excuse me. He was pressured to make that throw, but it turned out to be very successful for him.
And that ties us up again. Maybe he was a yard short. No, that's just the PAT crew. Joey Germain's offense has looked really good. All right, PAT away from retaking the lead. With 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kick is up, kick is good off the foot of Lindbergh, and it's a 14-13 lead for the road team. Mesa Mountain View in front with just a minute to go in the first.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Minute to go in the first quarter, and 4 lead changes already in 11 minutes. Saguaro struck first but missed the PAT, and Mesa Mountain View came back, scored a touchdown. Go up 7-6. Saguaro comes back. The Sabercats a long throw to Jacoby Spence in the corner, 13-7, and then how about another bomb down the middle of the field to Correndus Poe. And that has us where we stand at 14-13. Both teams 2 drives in with 2 touchdowns. Saguaro gets the ball for the 3rd time today. This offensive flurry has been brought to you by great quarterback play. Mason Bray at the heart of that for the Cats. Play action, quick dump out Rinaldi. And Reese Rinaldi bounces off a pair and drags a couple more past the first down marker. And they move the chains again at 12, maybe 13 for Reese Rinaldi.
Pass complete to Rinaldi for a first down.
Bray definitely knows what players he can rely on to get the ball to send the ball to them that are going to get yardage, and we've seen that in this game today.
It's been Jacoby Spence, Camden Siegel, and Reese Rinaldi. As this is a quick out to Jaden Matthews. Lots of blockers in front. He's got closing speed, and Matthews stepped out of bounds. But after he got the first down, it's a gain of about 18 for Jaden.
Bray's pass to Matthews complete. Matthews stepped down.
That's Division I speed on the outside from Jaden Matthews.
He was met with a defender a couple of times, but he was able to weave his way out of that and get that yardage.
.23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Matthews. Evades one and a gain of 5 or 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The clock keeps spinning.
Matthews for a gain of 6.
That'll probably take us to the end of the first quarter. As the offense makes a couple of substitutions, but will exit the field of play. 12 minutes in, a couple of lead changes. The Toros in front, but the Cats are driving. On the Varsity Sports Show, 14-13 as we end the first quarter.
Saguaro fans, eat, drink, and be merry. The concession stand is open. Don't forget to enjoy a snack, cold drink, and our weekly snack bar special. Come and see us at the Sabercats Snack Shack.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Start of the second quarter from Scottsdale, Arizona. Saguaro down a point. 14-13 lead for the Mountain View Toros on the road. Cats are driving, though, with the ball at the opposition's 40. They've moved it well here on their third drive of the day. Here's a quick out, and Reese Rinaldi has room. An easy first down, dances down the sideline, and here we go again.
Saguaro is proving to have a very strong offense. I don't even think they're really doing anything wrong with their offense. I think Mountain View just has an incredibly strong defense, but they're still getting those moves and still getting the yardage and maneuvering around them.
Gain of 16 for the junior Reese Rinaldi. Another first down. Both teams have scored off both possessions so far. It has been an explosive offensive machine to start. Bray with 3 down at the bottom of your screen. A handoff to Matthews. Has a big hole. Jaden Matthews breaks one, breaks another, and steps out of bounds. Another first down for number 3. They'll give him a gain of exactly 10. Down to the 14. Maybe the 13. Give him 11.
Offense is easier for Bray when he has 4 players that he can rely on to score. When you're looking at such a strong offense for Saguaro, it really does help that Bray has that connection with his team and knows he can rely on them and they can rely on him.
2 backers next to Mason Bray. He'll keep it himself, try and get to the edge, spin away, and might have gotten 3 yards. This has been a Fun tussle with the Toros so far for the Cats.
Second down.
I foresee this being a rather high-scoring game by the end of it.
I'd say that's a pretty good guess. 14-13 after a quarter means we're on track for 56 to 49. I think that's terrible math. I actually think I'm way off. It's definitely not 49. It's 52. Bray takes the snap, looking for the end zone. It's tipped away. Dwight Culpepper read Bray in the secondary and was maybe a hand placement away from an interception.
As I said before, Mountain View's defense is just incredible. They read the play so well, and they make the changes that they need to avoid the other team from scoring. And I think that Saguaro really has to play off of that in order to benefit.
Brought up in the first quarter, those 5 interceptions a week ago. Bray on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper breaks a tackle, rides the wave, and tries to get pulled to the line. In for 6. Mason Bray does it himself. There's a flag on the play back at the line of scrimmage, and that usually means hold. And they do get the Cats for a hold, and they will have to come backwards. Mark that one down for a big early moment. You get a touchdown, and it's called off because your offensive line got a little too handsy.
These are simple mistakes that they just cannot be making. Neither team can risk making these little mistakes, getting those penalties. It really does set them back in their plays.
And now, not only was that in negation of a scoring play, it was on 3rd down. So they move it back 10 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 17. They need to get to the 3-yard line. Clark into the game. Matthews to Bray's right hip. And Mason Bray gets the snap. Has extra protection. Pumps and rolls and steps outside. Throws. It's batted down. Batted up in air and away. And it looked like it came off the hand of Beckham Barney for the defense. And Bo Hampton's going to come out and kick a field goal, try and give Saguaro the lead again.
Mountain View definitely forced Bray into a tough position.
There's another flag down by the Saguaro sideline. And it's a sideline infraction. Got a little too close to the referee's running line. Hampton, 37-yarder. Pressure from the outside. Somebody had to have jumped from Mesa Mountain View. That was Riggs Metcalf, who was very eager, but no, Saguaro went first with a false start. Move it back again. 5 more yards and 42-yard field goal now. Costly pair of penalties for the Cats. 42 yards, snaps good, holds good. Hampton, the kick is good. 42-yarder for Bo Hampton, and Saguaro retakes the lead 16-14. They get away with one there.
And that was an impressive kick by Saguaro's kicker.
Hampton puts it up and through. Saguaro gets the lead back. It's our 5th lead change in 14 minutes. Should have been 7, though. It's a 2-point lead for the Sabercats on the Varsity Sports Show. So we've now seen 5 offensive drives. We've seen points scored on every single one. 2 touchdowns for Mountain View, 2 touchdowns for Saguaro, and that field goal from Hampton. That is our 5th lead change. Another one into the end zone for a touchback. And third drive for Jack Germain. 2 touchdowns, 2 long bombs down the middle of the field. He's been very good.
The Saguaro Sabercat Football Foundation would like to thank our 2023 founding level sponsor, Eco Roofing, where sustainability matters most. Thank you for your generous contribution and continuous support. Save Saguaro.
And last drive out. 40-yarder to Correndus Poe. His second catch of the season. So far been built on a steady passing attack. They hand it off on the first down and 10 to Jean-Pierre, and he is stuffed. He'll go straight backwards. Forward progress will mean a loss of 2, which will bring up 2nd and 12. Might be the first time Saguaro's been able to push him back on first down.
This is the Saguaro defense that we were becoming familiar with last week, and they're an aggressive defense, and if they can keep that up, it'll help them in the end of the game, maybe even get a stop here.
Second and long, quick out, has a man. It's a screen for Hodden Marks, and wrapped down at the initial line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard in front of it. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. It's Hodden Marks' first catch of the game. He had 6 for 125 and a score a week ago. They kept him quiet. Third and long, first test for Jack Germain. This Toro offense has been really good. They get pressure on the outside. Germain across the middle, swallowed up. The intended target on the offensive end was Mikey Sumko. There's a flag on the far side, and Owen Pimbert stuffed him down the middle. This could be a big decision for the referee crew. That flag flew from the opposite side of the field where the ball was thrown.
Personal foul penalty on Saguaro.
And a personal foul on a Saguaro Sabercat. I think they got J.C. Dickerson, the cornerback, on the far side. And that's a new set of downs, and that's the 3rd time today Saguaro have really given Mesa Mountain View a gift. And that's just on the defensive end. There were the 2 on the offensive side as well on the last drive.
Saguaro definitely needs to step back and analyze what they're doing and what they need to fix, especially going into the second half.
Fresh set of downs from the 36. Cats haven't been able to get off the field on the defensive side yet. Germain with time, layers one out in the middle. It's over the outreaching arm of the defender and caught by Sumko. It was J.C. Dickerson who couldn't reach out and get it.
Toro pass complete for a first down. Tackle made by number 26.
A 37-yard gain. And they push their way to the Cats 29. Frustrating start defensively for Saguaro as Germain will go quick out into the flat. He's got Hodden Marks, who's dragged down for a gain of 3, an efficient first down play from the Toros.
Toro gain of 2.
Andrew Hurley's defense has to figure something out.
Second down.
Jermaine with time, slings across the middle into a dangerous space, in and out of the arms of the offensive player, and then Angel Theus couldn't go get it. That was Mikey Sumko who went nowhere.
Third down.
And now it's another 3rd and long, 8 to go.
Jermaine had plenty of time to plan that offensive throw a little bit better, and he just got too eager with it, which is why the connection wasn't made. So as long as he can keep up with keeping a cool, calm, and collected persona, especially when he doesn't have anything to worry about with the Saguaro defenders getting to him, that'll help him a lot get to the end zone.
3rd and long for Jack Jermaine. Has time, feels pressure, steps up, trying to fire downfield. It's an awkward one out of bounds. And they put a late knock on Jermaine. No flag on the play. Mountain View coaching staff wasn't happy about that at all. And it looks like from the far side, as far away from a vantage point as you can have, it looks like that's the head coach, Joe Jermaine. They're on the 27-yard line. They will attempt a field goal here. This would be 44 yards for Mason Lindbergh. 2 for 2 on PATs today. Lindbergh to give the Toros the lead again, stuffed the other direction. That ball has rolled perfectly. Dickerson scoops it up. And the other direction he goes. J.C. Dickerson for 6, and Saguaro, another special teams play for the Cats.
That just shows that Saguaro is totally capable of taking advantage of those little mistakes and using them to their benefit, as they did just now. And that was an insane play done by Saguaro.
They were all over the 3rd side of the ball a week ago. And it's blocked right up the gut. And J.C. Dickerson, after it fell kindly to him, scoop and score.
And he made a quick look back to make sure he was okay, and then he confidently ran all the way to the end zone.
And so now, to make it a 2-possession game with 7:46 to go in the 2nd quarter. Snap good, hold good, kick is way up there and true. A special play for the Sabercats, 23-14. A little bit under halfway through the first half's 2nd quarter.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
9-point lead for Saguaro, 7:46 to go in the 2nd quarter. J.C. Dickerson, a special teams touchdown off a blocked field goal. And Saguaro, whose defense hasn't looked good, gets a little bit of a break. Once again, they have a 9-point lead as Hampton puts that one into the end zone. And last drive was another good one for Jack and Joe Jermaine, the quarterback head coach duo, but it didn't end with points for the first time tonight.
And that wasn't necessarily his fault. It was more of a team effort in the fault that happened, but Saguaro definitely took that to their advantage, and they made that quick play to score.
Fourth drive of the night for the Toros. Jermaine on play action, down the field, and it's well thrown, placed perfectly for Mikey Sumko. Did he drop it? He did. It was in his hands, then out of it, right through the breadbasket.
It's plays like that that have to be frustrating for your quarterback, whether it be Jermaine or Bray. When you make a good throw, that was a strong throw, and it just can't reach your player.
Junior wide receiver has a touchdown tonight. 4 catches and a score for 50 yards last Friday. Now 2nd and long for Jack Jermaine. Another play action up the middle, looking for his tight end. He's got him. That's Beckham Barney. And he holds on this time for a first down gain of 16. And now they'll give him an extra 3 yards on the tumble down, and now they'll move it back again. 2 side judges were not on the same page. And gain of 16 for the tight end, Barney. Fresh set of sticks. As we near 7 minutes to play in the first half. Saguaro a 9-point lead. Cats show pressure, bring 5. Jermaine gets it out quickly and throws it up and over. 2 reaching Sabercats. Dickerson couldn't get it, and Angel Theus tried to pickpocket on a read. Nobody could get there in time. Second and long for Jermaine. Pocket not the cleanest. He dumps it off. Jean-Pierre breaks a couple. Tumbles forward and tries to drag a man with him. That should be close to the first down marker. They'll give him a gain of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and short. Brought down by Owen Pimbert.
Penalty on the play.
We are seeing Saguaro's defense become a little more aggressive and making those stops. They're not letting them get very far.
There was a flag down as well behind the play, and they're going to get Saguaro for another one. Roughing the passer, and it's just another mistake. We're seeing the defense play well, but also shooting themselves in the foot too much.
Brings up a Toro first down from the 41.
Into Cats territory on the 41. Doesn't get any better than Friday Night Lights. Jermaine will hand it off, and Jean-Pierre dragged down. JoJo Clark got in behind, a loss of 3.
By number 4, JoJo Clark.
It's those quick plays that could really save Saguaro from having the other team score on them. I mean, that was quick thinking and a quick stop that Saguaro made.
2nd down and 13.
Couple of substitutions for both teams as Saguaro moves Jordan Kuntz out of the game, and now an offensive lineman comes off for Mountain View. Gunnar Gornick checking in. Play action, they feel pressure and great evasion from Jermaine, who lost the football. Stumbled around, and it's Saguaro Sabercat ball. Couldn't go anywhere, and scooped up by Damian Soki.
That's a tough play to feel as a quarterback. Jermaine really felt that. He sat on the field for a little bit longer and kind of thought about exactly what happened. He will probably not make that mistake again, knowing what it feels like, especially now that Saguaro has another chance to score.
Just a big defensive play from Soki, the senior. And the offense comes out with their best starting field position of the night. It's their 4th offensive possession. They've got a 9-point cushion, and a touchdown here could finally give them some breathing room. Halfway through this second quarter, and Bray will hand it off to Jaden Matthews. Matthews bounces outside. Matthews searching and steps out.
What makes the Saguaro an incredibly strong offense is their ability to maneuver away from their defense. They look at the situation and then they move right around it rather than getting stuck and trapped in it.
Matthews goes from the 44 to the 26, a gain of 18. There's a marker down at the 21-yard line, and looks like they might be getting Matthews with this. He seems a little frustrated having a conversation with his coaching staff here. And they're going to move this ball backwards. Another unfortunate penalty for the Cats, and
The result of the penalty brings up Saguaro's 2nd and 2.
instead of 18 yards, they go backwards 10, and it's 2nd down and 2. It's at least the 8th penalty of this first half for Saguaro. I think Mesa Mountain View might have 1, 2 at most. Bray with Matthews moving outside. That's a brilliant lasered throw. Had Mason Whitaker in and out of the receiver's hands.
Bray's pass attempt to number 16, Mason Whitaker, incomplete.
Third and short from the 36-yard line. Quick out. An easy first down catch for Kyron Jones, his first reception of the season. And little extracurriculars after the fact, but it's a first down for Saguaro.
Number 13, Kyron Jones.
They'll spot the ball at the
Play results in the Saguaro first down.
28-yard line. Gain of 3 on the Jones catch. Fresh set of sticks, and 5:20 to go. They hand it off to Matthews. He bounces outside and back inside, and it's pushed around. Forward progress should get him to the 23-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Matthews on the carry for a gain of 6.
Points are your best friend, but the clock throughout the rest of the second half might also be another good buddy to have for Saguaro.
Well, and as I've stated multiple times, they are quick thinkers. Like, their entire team analyzes the situation and they find what they need to do, finding those holes.
As Bray dumps it outside, and another first down as the receiver is pushed out of bounds. That looked like it was Mason Whitaker on the catch on the far side, and it was number 16 in black. As Saguaro make a couple more changes, reset the sticks, and move inside the 15-yard line. Cats have made the right adjustments today throughout this one offensively.
And now Mountain View needs to make those same changes defensively.
Bray will hand it off. Matthews moving left, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he might have maybe gotten a yard or so. And yeah, they'll spot him at the 13, a gain of 1 for Jaden Matthews.
Matthews steps out of bounds at the 13-yard line. 2nd down.
Because he stepped out of bounds, the clock will stop. Perfect pocket for Bray. Dumps it out to Jaden Matthews. Green grass in front. He hurdles a defender. There's a flag on the play at the 6-yard line.
Pass complete to Matthews. Penalty on the play.
No signal for a touchdown. They will probably discuss the penalty first. They'll mark him at the 1. He jumped right over Brody Anderson. And they get Saguaro for another penalty. Just killer.
Holding penalty called on the play.
They got somebody in a black shirt on the offensive line for a hold. And
Correction. Personal foul.
at least that's what you thought.
Second down.
No, they will call it a personal foul. Still on the Sabercats. They'll come backwards, and it'll bring up 2nd and 12. They went from the 1-yard line. 15-yard penalty back to the 16.
One thing that we're seeing is that the Sabercats aren't letting these penalties necessarily hold them back. They're still getting those points on the board, but it definitely would benefit them if they could quit making these mistakes and make those changes.
Bray's going to keep it himself. Has a bunch of blockers. Mason Bray, front pylon, and a touchdown.
Bray beats for a Saguaro touchdown.
16 yards for 6, and Mason Bray gets Saguaro a little bit of a reprieve from the penalty woes so far. A 15-point lead with 4 minutes and some change to go in the first half.
And that's another example of Bray seeing that opening and knowing when to throw and when to run it. And he was quick on his feet. Him running it is not putting the offense in a bad position at all.
Hampton on, kicks the extra point, up and good. 16-point lead for the Sabercats. 4:16 to go in the first half from Scottsdale. The offense humming along. Penalties, the story so far from Saguaro High School.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and
What's
proud
inside
partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
16-point lead for the Cats here in the first half. Mason Bray with a pair through the air and one on the ground on the last possession's been really good for the second consecutive game as a Saguaro Sabercat starter. His team up 16. As Hampton finds this one short of the black end zone. It's picked up by Gunnar Gornick, and he gets back to the 20-yard line. So it's business as usual for Jack Germain, who fumbled in the last drive out. That really is the reason this game is blown wide open as it has.
And Jermaine might have a new motivation on the field after making those mistakes. As long as he analyzes that, fix them, I don't see why his team can't score here.
We go back to that last drive for Saguaro. It's Bray who scrambled in from 16 yards out for the score, but it looked like Jaden Matthews had scored a touchdown on a hurdle the play prior to that. There was a personal foul on the play that brought Saguaro back to the 16-yard line. It was on Matthews. You're not allowed to hurdle in high school football. It's a 15-yard personal foul.
Although it's not allowed, it was very impressive, I have to say.
An athletic feat of greatness, you know.
But Bray didn't let it stop him.
Hand off to Jean-Pierre, the tailback, and he breaks a couple of tackles. Sturdy as ever and rumbles to the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. the 27-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Still fascinated by the fact that you can't hurdle in high school football. You ever hurdle somebody before?
Not in high school football.
Did you play high school football, Shay?
No, Ryan,
I
did
didn't
you?
think so. No, gosh, no.
I don't think I've ever hurdled anything, though.
All 5'7" of me on a good day did not play high school football.
I've never had to. Have you ever had to hurdle somebody?
Maybe. I don't really remember. There's a handoff to John Pierre. He's stuffed to the line of scrimmage, and the clock will keep rolling. It'll bring up 3rd down and manageable for the Toros. I might have hurdled somebody once, but not like in like a football setting. I played soccer.
Oh, okay, that makes
up,
sense.
So he might have slide tackled. He might have gone in for like a slide on the ground, and I kind of just jumped over him.
I was
to avoid
expecting kind of a dumb boy story where boys were just hanging out, being dumb, and they were like, "Can I hurdle over you? Can you hurdle over me?"
No
But
comment.
that's way more impressive.
No comment. I've definitely not done that. Clock ticks under 3 minutes to go in this first half. 3rd and 3. Need to get to the 31-yard line for Jack Germain. Son of the coach, Germain. Clean pocket. And a good toss. It's broken up on the way.
Pass broken up by number 6, Trey
It was
Morrison.
Trey Morrison who got a piece of it. And also Owen Pimbert in the area on the coverage. And 4th and 3, and Mesa Mountain View are going to punt. For the first time tonight, we see a punt unit come out for either side. And there's a flag on the play after the fact. Right near the Sabercat sideline.
Flag on the play.
It is on Saguaro.
Penalty on Saguaro.
Couldn't quite make out the signal, but the offense will come back out a fresh set of sticks.
We need a penalty count for Saguaro tonight.
A little ticker on the bottom corner of the screen maybe to let everybody know. That's at least 10 or 11 in this first half for Saguaro alone. They had 7 in the 48 minutes of play last week in Queen Creek for 60 yards. It's 10 for well over 100 so far tonight in just 24, really 22 minutes.
They have a lot to talk about during halftime, there's no doubt about it.
Even though they're up 16, a lot to figure out for Zach Hill and company. Jermaine with new lease on life, and that is rumbled away. This is Brady Goodman, actually, the sophomore, who's come into the game.
Pass incomplete brings up Toro's 2nd down.
So Jack Jermaine, the starter, not out there. He was for the first set of this. Goodman a little bit better with his legs. Jermaine's got an ACL surgery on his left knee, an ACL surgery on his right knee. For a high school kid, 18 years old, that's a lot.
Those are tough injuries to have, too. That puts you out of the season for a while.
Playing on turf here tonight as there's pressure on the quarterback, Goodman. That should be a roughing the passer as the pass is complete, and they get back beyond the line of scrimmage for maybe a yard.
By number 6, Trey Morrison. Penalty on the play, roughing the passer.
And it's a roughing a passer on the outside. Looked like they got either Owen Pimbert or Jordan Koontz for it.
Fans, please make
Maybe
sure to follow
Saguaro's defense is being
BS
too
on
aggressive,
social media
I would honestly go to say. Maybe they just need to dial it back a bit and learn where their energy needs to go. And know the rules of football. Make sure they're not making those little mistakes.
And it was the linebacker Pimbert, junior.
It does show how badly they want this win, though.
They're taking those 2 extra steps, but it's probably so far, honestly not probably, certainly 2 steps too many. Goodman, quick out, and has his man. That's Mikey Sumko. Another catch for the junior wideout, and they're just short of the first down marker. Clock is rolling.
Toro pass complete for a gain
About
of
90
7.
seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 3.
A 2-possession lead for the Sabercats. A couple of substitutions on both sides of the ball. Goodman setting his offense. The backup quarterback trying to drill his offense down to the break. That's a good throw, dangerous down the middle of the field, and almost intercepted. Fred Parsons came crashing in from the free safety spot.
Freddie Parsons.
Couldn't hang on. And at least stops the clock on 3rd and 2. Kind of an awkward play action. It's not the greatest play on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go for Gunnar Kornick.
Tackle made by number 18, Owen Kimber.
And they only needed 2 yards, and they might have only gotten 1. In fact, they went nowhere. It's 4th and 2. And the clock continues to charge down to 0 here. We're at 40 seconds to go. Goodman taking his time, trying to get the play from Joey Germain, the head coach and play caller. And they let the ball stay where it is, and the clock trickle all the way down to 13.9 seconds before they take their first timeout on this first half. We'll hang out here, we'll decompress and talk about what we've seen so far today. It started a Saguaro touchdown to open us off. They missed the extra point. Mesa Mountain View come down the other way. A big touchdown pass from Jack Germain. That's our second lead change of the game. And then Saguaro get one back, go up 13-7, and it's 14-13. Another long throw from Germain. Saguaro score a touchdown, but it's called back. They have to settle for 3 to retake the lead at 16-14. And big special teams touchdown from J.C. Dickerson after a blocked field goal. And then the Bray scramble leaves us where we're at 30-14. But it has been a sloppy 30-14 first half lead for Saguaro. Way too many penalties.
They do need to fix those little mistakes. Penalties are such a risky thing. They're lucky that they're up right now and it's not affecting them as much, but they could have been so much further in this game if they didn't have those multiple penalties.
Punt group comes out, so Germain wasted all that clock to give Saguaro as little time to attack the other way as possible. It's Lindbergh high into the sky. Jacoby Spence back to receive, and he lets it drop and bounce, and this is perfect punt coverage from Mesa Mountain View. And the Toros pin him at the 1. And you can't quite take a knee here and just go to halftime. You've got to make sure you stay out of the end zone. We'll see what Bray does as they come out here. They have a running back next to him. Just need to get back to the line of scrimmage and we go to halftime. And Bray will chug forward. First half is done and dusted. Penalties, the particularly powerful players so far, but Mason Bray was pretty good for the second straight first half in the second straight game.
He does know what works for his team, and he finds the open people. He doesn't make any risky plays, I would say. He is good at running the ball when he needs to, but he's also good at making those throws when he needs to.
Hey guys, Vince
All
here
those
to talk
weapons
about
around
Angel
him.
Dentistry.
Camden
It's
Siegel,
where
a
my
big
wife and I
touchdown.
have gone
Jacoby
for over
Spence, a
10
big
years,
touchdown.
and we trust them with
Score
our
from
routine.
Jaden Matthews so far today as well. It is 30-14, 24 minutes in. Friday Night Lights will continue with the Varsity Sports Show halftime show. Sabercats up 16.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sport. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sport. When you think of family restaurants,
30-14 at halftime from Scottsdale, Arizona. Saguaro, the number 5 team in the state, has a 16-point advantage over Mountain View. The Toros from Mesa up on the road. 2 1-0 teams that started off really strong offensively. Saguaro, especially behind Mesa and Bray for the second straight week, have looked really good on the offensive side of the ball.
They're really good at making those plays, either taking the coach's advice or making their own plays. They are really good at getting on the field and showing what they're made of.
Problem, though, for them, they could have as much as 42 right now, maybe, if they could clean up on the penalties at this point in the game.
As long as they took time to analyze the situations and see what they did wrong, it's not false starts. It's not like the sense of urgency in the game. It's more of like aggression, stuff on the defense, sometimes on the offense. They just have to clean that up to make sure that this play is good the rest of the half.
They will kick off to start the second 24-minute period of this game. Quarter 3, quarter 4 on the way. It is Mikey Sumko and Gunnar Gornick back to receive for Joe Germain's team, who started off so strong behind Joe's son Jack at the quarterback position. Couple of mistakes, a big special teams blunder and a fumble. Blew this game wide open as Hampton will get us going for the second half, just short of the end zone. This is Gornick with a chance to return, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 25, call it the 27, 28-yard line. That's where the offense will get going, and Jack Germain, a good sign as he comes back out. He did not finish the first half.
Mountain View's offense started off really strong, and then they kind of seemed to wither away a little bit. And I'm hoping that they bring it back, make this a good game for both teams, and a great learning opportunity from the first half.
41.
Germain walking out with a little bit of a limp. He's not quite a running quarterback. Has 1 carry on the season through a game and a half for 6 yards. So it's not like it'll be too different of a style for the signal caller.
But that gives Saguaro a little bit of a leg up, knowing that he's not going to run the ball if he does not have to.
Toros from the 26-yard line. Germain, play action. Time to wind downfield. A big play on the first start of this game, and he was searching for Sumko, and there was a lot of contact on the outside from Kyron Jones. No flag, and they'll go 2nd and 10 from the same spot. Mountain View trying to go for it all out of the gates.
Mountain View's offense is just not quick enough to reach those points to get the ball. That's happened a couple of times tonight where Germain has thrown the ball and just been a little bit too far, expecting his players to get further than they do. As long as they can fix that up, I see them scoring at the end of this half.
Second and 10. Germain gets the snap. Play action again. He's met as he throws, and He goes falling to the floor. Great pressure on the outside from Jordan Coons, and it's 3rd and long. It looked like another piece of a yellow flag flew, and there is a penalty down around the line of scrimmage. Off over on the far side, they will pick it up and wave it. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Already an early test in the second half for Jack Germain. 3rd and long, they need to get to the 35-yard line. Germain goes short, layers a throw across the zone, and that'll be enough for a first down. Caught by Mikey Sumko for a first down. Gain of 17.
First down.
Fresh set of downs for Germain, who throws one right into the hands of Owen Pimbert. Pimbert dancing the sidelines and will walk it into the end zone, but he stepped out of bounds. An interception for Saguaro's defense.
Intercepted by Owen Pimbert.
Just right on it. A perfect read from the linebacker. So Mason Bray, for the first time in this second half, steps out. 31-yard line of the other team. Handoff to Jaden Matthews. He's wrapped at the line of scrimmage. It's Tavita Taase,
Matthews gained 1 on
who stuck a forearm out and stopped Jaden for a gain of 1.
Truly, I think that that Mountain View's only saving grace could be their defense. I think that their offense is lacking a little bit. I do think that their quarterback is kind of getting a little nervous with these Saguaro defenders.
A big mistake from Jack Germain, his second turnover of the day, and now Saguaro with the ball on 2nd and 9, and another handoff to Matthews. This time gets off past the 25-yard line and should bring up 3rd and manageable.
6. 3rd down, Oregon.
Third and 4, they move their way outside. Out on the edge, here goes Matthews. Pylon couldn't get there in time, and he steps out at the 5-yard line. It looked like Jaden was destined for 6, but he steps out, and it'll bring up 1st and goal. That's 3 straight runs for Jaden Matthews as the Cats try and establish the line of scrimmage early in this second half. 4 yards to the end zone. Bray, snap, handoff. Matthews diving into the end zone. Did he get there? And the judges from the sideline rush in and signal him a yard short.
Matthews just short of the first down, red zone.
Mountain View's defense really pushed back on that play. They saw that they needed to make that stop to avoid the point being made, and they did. Although I don't think it's enough to avoid Saguaro's impressive offense from scoring right now.
timeout.
The officials are going to take a quick timeout. JoJo Clark back into the game. They will put 2 running backs on either hip of Bray. They've done so many different sets from this spot. This time it's play action, looking for Matthews. Bray lost the football. Fire drill, looking for the pylon. Mason Bray.
Bray keeps for Sabercats.
6 for QB1.
And that's Bray's second touchdown of the night, showing he can lead his team to victory. Even though he made a little mistake, he was so quick to pick the ball back up and fix that mistake to ensure the point being made.
Flips the football. It was play action. They faked the handoff to Clark. We're looking for Matthews down the far side of the field, and Mason Bray dropped it, scooped it up, and took it near side, front pylon. And an extra point away from making it 37-14. Just to make it a 23-point game. On Friday night in Scottsdale, snap hold both good. The kick true as well. Saguaro's offense take advantage of a turnover and lead by 23, 8:54 to go, third quarter. A little over 3 minutes into this third quarter, start of the second half. Saguaro with a score off a turnover. Owen Pimbert, an interception on Jack Germain, and Mason Bray plugged it in for his second rushing touchdown of the evening. Sagu up 3 scores and finally in what feels like a good spot. In the first half, they put up 30 points, but penalties everywhere for the Sabercats. At least 10 in the first 24 minutes of this game. They clean it up a little bit in that first drive, and now on the defensive side, they get to go back to work.
Now will be the true time to tell if they're fixing those mistakes in halftime, because a lot of the flags being thrown were on the defense. So if Saguaro can clean that up, they're for sure going to win this game.
3 or 4 roughing the passer penalties in the first half. Second drive of the second half for Mountain View. The Toros, it's a handoff to the running back, Jean-Pierre, who's got a big hole and rumbles across almost to the 50-yard line. There's a collision out of bounds, and that should be another one on the Saguaro defense. There's a coming together and a bit of a scrum, and some of the sidelines are emptying. As the referees will keep their distance and look for flags to fly. There's another one. A very clear knock after a player had exited the boundaries. And this fiery Saguaro defense with not the prettiest look.
Arguably maybe a little too fiery, which is what's causing these flags to be thrown on their plays. They're being just a little bit too aggressive for high school football.
Referees will take their time and figure this one out. J.C. Dickerson being ushered off the field in a discussion with one of the members of the coaching staff. He was at the heart of it. They'll look for a couple of Toros as well. As it stands right now, a 20-plus yard gain on the ground from Isaac Jean-Pierre. It's something, if you're a coaching staff, you always want to see that fire, that energy, that kind of heart to the game there, but it's got to be controlled at the same time.
You have to put it towards the game rather than to each player. I mean, you even saw some of the Saguaro sidelines run onto the field. You just have to be able to control your emotions more, especially in high school football. The emotions are so high. They have so much to prove. They have so much drive to succeed, which can be such a good thing if they push that power to the right things, like getting the ball to the end zone or getting a stop.
Saw Kyron Jones, it looked like 13, come on, and McConey Norton as well, a senior wide receiver slash secondary guy, run on.
It does show the loyalty that the team has to each other.
You back your guys. You can't not. It's what this game is built upon. Football, family, they go hand in hand.
All right, fans, it's time to start voting for the Fiesta Bowl Superstar of the Game and the student section of the game. Get your phones out and visit fiestabowl.org/Friday Night Showdown to make your voice heard.
Just a long discussion here from
Balling out tonight,
our officiating crew.
Fiesta Bowl Superstar of the Game.
David Benedetti, the white hat tonight. John Morales, the umpire. Mark Ewer, Amro Hassamin, and Scott Parker make up the rest of this five-man crew, all huddled on the far 40-yard line.
There's a lot to talk about here. You have to decide which team started it and what players were specifically involved, and you have to take the best choice of action to not make the fans happy, because we know they're not going to be, but to be morally correct in this game of football.
And you wonder what the procedure is in this kind of moment. Do you have to, if you eliminate or eject a kid from one team, do you have to eject the same amount of players from the other team? Is there maybe multiple offenders on one team that need to go and only one offender on the other team?
Either way this goes, I don't see either team being very happy with this situation.
It's a lot of math to go through for the five officials. Again, it was a big run, a big hole for Isaac Jean-Pierre. He took it down the right sideline, and Mesa Mountain View had a gain of at least 20-25. He got out of bounds, was pushed out of bounds, and then pushed to the ground after he had already exited the field of play.
I hate to say it, but it does seem like Saguaro's a little bit at fault. Their defense has shown time and time again that they're aggressive this game.
And you can see on your screens, Zach Hill has every single member of the Varsity Saguaro Cats team huddled around him, delivering quite the sermon. All those penalties in the first half, and he exits the huddle. Goes back to his coaching staff now as a couple of the referees come over and tell Saguaro to get back on the sideline. They had a couple guys on the field. They do the same thing to Mesa Mountain View on the other side.
In last week's game, Hill discussed that he was excited to work with younger kids to form their minds. I think he might be kind of kicking himself right now with this lack of maturity almost from his team.
This is the challenge of it, right?
Saguaro Sabercat Football Foundation would like to thank our 2023 founding level sponsor.
We've got the umpire, the white hat, and
thank you for your generous contribution and continuous
what appears to be
Saguaro football.
a line judge, Amro Hassamin, in discussion with Zach Hill.
It doesn't look like this is going to end too well for the Sabercats, especially since Hill was brought over rather than the other coach as well, unless they do the same thing for Mountain View.
The books are out. They're showing Hill a list of players, it seems like, for his team and probably the other team.
This is a bad look for Saguaro, especially at their first home game.
And it's a bad look for both teams in reality here. If anybody gets ejected from either side, it's not pretty. Again, you commend the players for backing their brothers out there on both sides, but you have to do it in a safe and conservative manner.
In an ethical way as well. There are rules to football.
As the referee makes his way over to the far sideline. Hill comes over, has a chat with a couple members of his coaching staff, and we're getting a couple of the classic thumb up, motion behind your shoulder, hey, you're ejected.
September 27th and 28th at 6:30 p.m. and September 30th at
And there
11
go
a.m. in the Saguaro
three
Auditorium.
Sabercats out the way. We mentioned earlier McConey Norton, number 20, a defensive back, and number 13, Kyron Jones, another defensive back. Both of them have exited the field of play. It looks like there's a number 15, Damian Soki. And then Edwin Dennis is going as well, but he looks like he's going with the trainer as he holds his hamstring. So 4 players exit for Saguaro. And here comes another. And another after that. Christian Nunnally, a key defensive lineman, and Amari Taase, a big, huge offensive lineman. 2 players who have dominated the interior today on either side of the line of scrimmage for Saguaro. That's 5 Sabercats tossed from this discussion. Now looking towards the far sideline to see what's going on with Mountain View. We've not seen anybody leave, but it's not like they have a locker room to really go to. At least not in the immediate vicinity like Saguaro does right in front of us. So one last time, that's Taase, number 75 on the offensive side, a big, huge O-lineman. Nunnally, a defensive lineman on the defensive side of things. Kyron Jones, a defender. Damian Soki, a linebacker slash tight end.
First and 10 Toros.
And McConey Norton, a secondary player for this Saguaro team. 5 guys gone for the Sabercats, and they lose their starting linchpin on the offensive line in Taase. And after all of that, it is what looks like multiple 15-yard penalties to put the Toros on the 14-yard line of the Sabercats, down 23 with 8:45 to go in the third quarter. You're going to have a lot of players out here who won't be used to playing football at times.
Saguaro's honestly lucky that they're up so much that a risk like this is not going to set them back too much in potential, but this is Mountain View's time to show that they can score.
Jermaine looking for a strike, and he has a man at the numbers, and that is caught by Hodden Marks. Gain of 8.
Tackle made by number 6, Trey Morris.
So after about 10 minutes, we get going again here in the third quarter. Trey Morrison on the tackle. He's still out there. That's important. The D-line will shuffle around with Nunnally's exit. Second down for Jermaine. Feeling pressure and drop behind the line of scrimmage. Easy pursuit on the outside. And
Tackle made by number 41, Martin Rennie.
Martin Rennie gets in. Loss of 1 or 2, so that'll go down as a sack. Third and 4. Jermaine sets the offense, takes his time. Snap is a little low. He's got a good pocket. Jermaine steps up, throws it right into the hands of a defender. And another interception. The Cats defense comes up big. It's Jacoby Spence playing both sides of the ball.
Spence put up big numbers last game, too, as well. He was named player of the game. He played a very impressive game last week, making 2 touchdowns, I believe. He's an essential part of this team for Saguaro.
Not known for his defensive presence, but he comes up with his first interception of the year, and it's the 3rd turnover for the quarterback, Jermaine, on the night.
Spence turns out to be one of those players that you can just rely on in any position that you throw him in. And he's a good player to have.
Had those big offensive numbers like you mentioned last game, Shay. Last season, for a whole season, he had a grand total of 16 tackles. That was it. He comes up with an interception on the defensive side here as Jaden Matthews gets Saguaro going on the offensive end for a gain of 8 on first down from the 15-yard line. Clock ticks towards 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there with a 23-point lead. And the new offensive line is quite a different setup. The right tackle is a new player that is not on the roster that we have been afforded. We have Michael Tota, who's the right guard. The center appears to be Bryce Pollard. There's another handoff to Matthews, who gets to the outside. He's got blinding speed, hurdles another guy. And he jumped over somebody. We'll see if the flag flies here. It doesn't. Also out there, LeJay Salas, Keon McDaniel. Looking for another ID on 55, Peyton Clemens. That rounds out the offensive line. Noah Mari Taase, and that's the 2nd hurdle of the day for Matthews. Brought up in the first half, you can't hurdle a guy, it's a personal foul. He didn't get a flag on that one. They give it to Matthews once again, trying to ride the wave of his left guard. They pulled Keon McDaniel. He couldn't go anywhere, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another helmet was lost, Ryan. I think that's the 3rd one tonight.
That's LeJay Salas, whose chrome came off, and a couple more substitutions as Matthews is going to get spelled. They'll bring on the spellback, Jacob Brown. A couple changes for Mountain View, and there was a flag on the play on the Toros, and that'll give a very sarcastic, perhaps very appreciated cheer from the Saguaro fans.
I think they're just glad it wasn't on them this time. It's a nice little change of pace. Saguaro has to be a little bit happy with that.
A big unsportsmanlike conduct play, and that'll move the Sabercats way up the field.
It has to be difficult to have an altercation like that and then go back on the field and have to kind of control your emotions and put them down and realize that this is the game of football. And you go on this field and you just do what you need to do, and no want more altercations than that. It's already pretty aggressive as is.
And this is where a guy like the level-headed Mason Bray probably plays an advantage for Saguaro. All that pocket presence and poise. Snap is good to Bray, dumps it off for Brown. The sophomore gets a full head of steam and rumbles over a couple. Gain of 8 on Brown's first catch of the night, and brings up 2nd and short.
Jake Brown for a gain of 9 yards brings up 2nd down and 1. Pass complete to number 16, Mason Whitaker, for a 1st down.
Another 1st down on that one. Clock will spin. Still a 23-point lead for Saguaro. Under 5 to play in the 3rd. Couple more substitutions for the Cats as Matthews comes out again. Brown checks back in. Low snap. Bray with time. It's a pump fake. He gets to the outside. Here goes Mason Bray, and down the far sideline, he scrambles for maybe 5 or 6. Gets them to the 10-yard line, and
Out at the 10.
it'll bring up 2nd and 6. Saguaro's been perfect in the red zone this season. It's a bad snap, and Brown hops on it. The reshuffling of the offensive line has moved Bryce Pollard into the center position, I believe, and that was a bad snap by him. Loss of 4 on the play, and we go back to 3rd and 10 from the initial line of scrimmage.
Saguaro 3rd down, 10 to game.
Sweet time taken by Bray. 3rd and 10 for Mason. Time to throw, looking out into the area, and that one was thrown underneath the defense. It was caught by Reese Rinaldi, short of the first down marker at the 8-yard line, so it brings up 4th and 4 here.
Result of the play brings up 4th down, 4 to
Kicking
8.
unit was ready and waiting, but the offense will stay out there. Zach Hill trying to put this one to bed. Need to get to the 4-yard line. 4th and 4 for Mason Bray. And a jump on the near side, and that's a mistake for Mesa Mountain View. Porter Hunt got too antsy. A neutral zone infraction.
Offside penalty on the Toros brings up 1st down.
And an offside as well. That one coming on Hunt. There was a jump on the interior too. And that should move the chains, or at least get them to a fresh set. And they do. So 1st and goal from the 4. Bray gets a snap, hands off. Jacob Brown bulldozes in, but he lost the football. Did he cross the plane in time? And he does for a Saguaro touchdown. They are in the 40s for the 2nd straight game, and that was clean looks in the red zone for the Cats.
Those sort of plays just show what kind of quarterback Bray is. He has the diversity of throwing. He can throw it high, he can throw it low. However he needs to do it to get it to his player, but he can also read the room and have his players run the ball, whether it's him or whether it's a handoff.
Snap hold, both good. Kick up and through once again. 44-14.
Hampton's kick is good.
Saguaro up 30 with 2:29 to go. 3rd quarter from Scottsdale, Arizona. Friday Night Lights continues on the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
.229 to go. 3rd quarter, it's been a long one. We had a large referee conversation. 5 Toros Sabercats were tossed from the game. Amari Taase, McConey Norton, Damian Soki, Kyron Jones, and Christian Nunnally, but the Cats score again. They're up 30. So far on the Toros of Mountain View High School. This is returnable space for Gunnar Gornick, but he had nowhere to go. That's a host of Cats on the gun team, and led by what looked like Owen Pembert out there. And Jack Germain, will he walk back out there as the quarterback? No, he won't. So you'd have to assume his day is done as Brady Goodman comes out for the second time.
When you're looking at a score like the one we see on the scoreboard, a 14-44 with the home up, I mean, you have to protect your quarterback, especially when he has such injuries in the past. You don't want to risk him getting injured early in the season.
They open a good run from Jean-Pierre. If there is a silver lining today for Mountain View, it's that Isaac Jean-Pierre has put together a strong performance for the second consecutive game. Last time out, 17 carries for 94 yards. He's got at least 90 today on anywhere from 12 to 15 carries. Just week 2 of the season for Mesa Mountain View. Same for Saguaro. As Goodman rolls right, tries to avoid a couple of on-rushing defenders and has to just throw it away. Call it 3rd and 3 on the next down. Up next for the Toros, a home game against Verado. It's Friday, September the 8th.
Penalty on the play.
As they look to go back to being the team they were 2 years ago, an 8-3 season where they lost in the first round of the 6A playoffs. That was Joe Germain's first year. There is a flag on the near sideline. It is picked up. 2-8 season a year ago. They start 1-0 with a win last week against Queen Creek. They look like a team that's probably going to be in the 6A playoff picture this year, but a 30-point deficit through 3 quarters to Saguaro is not a bad showing when you think about how talented this Sabercat team can be. Back-to-back years in the Open title game.
And Mountain View did start off so strong. Their offense was strong. Their defense was almost stronger.
As we've got another stoppage in play. Offsides on the defense of Saguaro.
Flag on the play. Offside, Saguaro. Still second down.
It'll remain second down, and then there's another flag.
I think I've seen more flags in this game than I have collectively in football in my 21 years of life.
And this one's a sideline warning for Mesa Mountain View.
Sideline warning on Mountain View.
So they won't move him anywhere, but
Still a second down.
It is a nice change of pace being on Mountain View rather than Saguaro. It seems like they've almost flipped roles in a sense.
it's good to spread the wealth. Heavily bunched set on 2nd and short. Goodman has his man. It's caught by Hodden Marks, who's quick, electric in the open space, and he will twist and turn for a first down. There's another flag on the play. There was some pushing and shoving as Jack McCook was trying to get some extra yards, and he was going mano-a-mano with Jordan Coons, and J.C. Dickerson got involved after that again. Dickerson's been at the heart of that situation, and of course the situation on the far sideline where all the ejections came. And there's nothing there on Saguaro. They get a hold on Mountain View. It'll go on McCook. Mention what was up next for Mountain View. Well, Saguaro, 12 minutes and some change away as we will tick down towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Up next for the Cats, a home game Friday, September 8th against Basha. The number 1 team in the state, led by Damon Williams, the Arizona quarterback commit, the defending state champions. And third quarter comes to a close. More on what's next for the Cats as we flip over to the fourth. 30-point lead for Saguaro on Friday night from Scottsdale.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point.
Start of the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go. Saguaro up 30, 44-14 as Brady Goodman rolls a strike down the seam. That's Gunnar Gornick. And a first down to start this fourth quarter for Mountain View, playing for pride at this point, down 30. We talked about it going into the end of the third quarter. They can hang their heads high. They had some good stuff tonight, Mountain View. The Toros looked good, especially out of the gates. They were hanging with Saguaro offensively. Just a couple of big mistakes put them out of reach as there's a toss up high and caught by Mikey Sumko. J.C. Dickerson on the tackle. It's just got to be encouraging signs somewhere in here for Joe Germain, the head coach of Mountain View. For Saguaro, we also ended the third quarter by talking about how the Sabercats have a big one next week at home against number 1 Basha, a rematch of last year's state title game, where the Bears held on to beat a Devin Dampier-led Sabercat squad as Goodman felt pressure and throws it away. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. That one, Friday, September 8th, right here in Scottsdale, right here on this network at 7 o'clock, is the early measuring stick for the Saguaro Sabercats to see if they are kind of the same team that they've been over the last couple of years, an Open 8 champion-type caliber team, or if they're maybe a little level below this season.
So far, they've shown and proven that they can make it far this season. They have great defense, great offense, great coaching staff, great players. I mean, they have all of the things they need to go all the way.
Their new coach, Zach Hill, has put up numbers on the offensive side of the ball in both games as Goodman looking for a throw and has somebody downfield. It looked like it hit the turf before it got to the hands of Mikey Sumko. And that'll bring up 4th and 4. It's desperation time for Mountain View. They will probably keep the offense out there, and they will. You start to look at what this year's team has the image of, and it is a much more pass-happy attack through the first 2 games for Zach Hill's Sabercat team. 309 yards through the air a week ago to just 63 on the ground. It's been a little more balanced here tonight, but still Mason Bray has looked every bit of the part as we have a stoppage from the officials, a timeout for Mountain View. We'll take it with them. 10:36 to go in the fourth. Still a 30-point lead for Saguaro.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years.
At 6:30 p.m. on September 30th.
Back after the timeout, and
In the Saguaro
we'll see what 4th and 4 can yield for Mountain View. This might be their last chance to keep themselves in the game. Two in support of the quarterback, Goodman. Feeling pressure, steps up in the pocket, unloads down the middle of the field. It's caught by Hodden Marks. And on 4th and 4, they dial one up and move their way into Saguaro territory. Clock will continue to roll, though, and that was a good play call from Joe Germain. Do you think, as we flip it to Saguaro, do you think it is a Saguaro team that can beat Basha week 3 next week? It feels a little early to be playing your best competitors. That one is tipped up the middle of the field. There's a flag on the play, probably going to be pass interference on Freddie Parsons. But do you think you've seen enough from Saguaro to say, hey, you can beat the best team in the state of Arizona. You can beat the defending state champions.
Absolutely. As long as they take away those mistakes and those penalties, I really don't see why they wouldn't be a strong opponent for Basha.
Those penalties were really the story tonight. At least 15 for at least 120, 130 yards of total penalty yardage. That can absolutely kill a team. Saguaro are lucky that tonight they have a massive talent advantage. It's something that they will have 7 days to clean up on. Fresh set of downs from the 20 for Goodman. It's a screen play out into the flat. Plenty of room and going and roaming inside the 5-yard line. Is he in for 6 after that? He is. A touchdown for Talon Arnett.
And what we just saw here was Arnett maneuvering in and out of his defenders, making sure that he makes it to the line no matter what. He had some pushing, he had some maneuvering, but ultimately he made it to the end zone.
His second catch of the year, both of them for scores. And that'll make it, with a extra point pending, a 24-point game. And they're going to go for 2, try and make it a 22-point game. Which they kind of have to keep it on track. Three to the bottom of the screen. Key receiver is Hodden Marks. He's number 4 all the way on the right. Goodman, he goes left. There was a stumble off the blocks, and it's incomplete, so it'll stay a 24-point game. He was looking for Sumko, his secondary target. And we are 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the fourth quarter. Big touchdown for Mountain View, but Saguaro still well out in front, a 24-point lead.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
$9:50 to go, fourth quarter. Mountain View's going to try an onside kick. It went 10 yards, and J.C. Dickerson sees it go out of bounds. So it'll be Sabercat football. We'll see if Mason Bray comes out there. They have far and away dominated on the offensive side of the ball. 24-point cushion with 10 minutes to go. Does your starter hang out? Do you get him the reps? And I guess the answer is no. So Mason Bray will depart this one with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Job done for the day. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns for him. And so Will Menzel, a true freshman quarterback, going to come into the game. How about a freshman? 10 minutes to go, check into the spotlight, even if your team's up 24.
It's a great opportunity, not just to learn, but to experience Friday Night Lights.
They hand it off to Jacob Brown, and it seems like it's a wholesale switch up for the Sabercats in the skill positions. You've got Alexander Bull out there. He's one of the receivers. So is Jaden Wiseman, a sophomore wideout. Brown's that sophomore running back that's gotten a couple of touches already tonight. And Kydell Stone, who's at the bottom of your screen, number 88. Number 11 is listed as Garrett Martin. I don't think that's Garrett Martin. Garrett Martin is a very tall, very wide-set defensive end who is on the sideline in street clothes tonight. As there's a handoff to Jacob Brown, and Brown will rumble for the first down. Nine minutes to go. Clock's going to start up here in a second. You have to think as we start to get into that point of the game, Mason Bray is going to walk out of here probably as our player of the match tonight. Anytime a quarterback can put up 2 through the air and 2 on the ground. Menzel, he sets his offense. He's taken over the backup role after Bray won the starting job. It's a handoff to Jacob Brown, tries to get the edge and is stuffed for a gain of 1. There's another helmet that comes flying. Gotta tighten those chin straps tonight. It's Brown's helmet who flew off, and Jaden Staples gonna come on. He's the 3rd running back on the roster. But yeah, Menzel, a freshman, wasn't expected to kind of be a big piece in a backup role this year, but when Bray won the job, Hype Grand, the guy that Saguaro brought in presumably to be the starter at the quarterback position, when Bray won the job, Grand moved on, and Menzel now steps into this backup role. He's got a nice guy to learn behind, a nice coach to work under.
Well, and being so young in the high school system, he has a lot of time to learn, too. And even getting this experience right now is going to help him in the long run.
Staple gets on the outside. That one's going to come back, though. There was a block in the back.
Carried by number 24, Jaden Staple. Penalty on the play.
There's a big push on Brody Anderson, who's feeling it. Is Bray going to walk out of here your player of the game?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we've decided he's actually player of the week as well. So
Player of the week?
big game for Bray. He put up the numbers. He worked hard. He proved that he can manage this team and get that win for them too.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Player of the week has to come on the radio show tomorrow, or no?
He will be on Varsity Live with
Okay.
Vince around 10. So make sure everyone tunes into that. That'll be a great interview. Bray's probably going to be super excited. That's a big win for him.
Super tired, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You're going to be on Varsity Live tonight, right? That's
I will be on Varsity Live later tonight.
It's our wonderful post-game show that we've put together this year. It includes all the different members of the Varsity Sports Show family. We'll be here with Saguaro. You've got Corona del Sol, Horizon will participate. A bunch of other really good schools. Brophy, who's looking like a threat for 6A this year, as the freshman Menzel completes one outside on the far side for a nice game. Should tune in every week. Either Shay or I or whoever's doing the Saguaro games will always be on there to get a chance to talk Sabercats for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, the radio show every Saturday morning where Coach Hill's going to call in, have a conversation with Vince and the rest of the intern crew from around the state of Arizona. We've got a guy in Texas on the internship crew this year, a kid in Florida that goes to the University of Florida.
And many different age groups as well. We have some college students, some high school students even.
I mean, yeah, our crew tonight is...
We might be the oldest ones here.
I think we are. Well, maybe not
Maybe.
our directing crew, as that's another handoff to Staple. And the tailback rumbles for a first down. Let's try and think about this. You're a senior, Cronkite.
Correct.
I'm a junior, Cronkite. We've got Dorian, who I believe academically is either a junior or senior. He's one of our production assistants tonight. Sammy Rivera is a Cronkite graduate. Clearly the oldest of the bunch. Grandpa. And then a camera crew, I believe, tonight. All three of our camera crew members are all in high school.
Correct. Juniors and seniors, I believe.
We've got a Saguaro student, maybe an Arcadia student.
And one Mountain View, actually, on our camera crew today.
One Mountain View student. It's Chloe, Ella, and Malia, who are our three camera women tonight, as there is a timeout. We will go to break as well. 44-20, Saguaro up 24, driving. The backups are in the game.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Offense back out there, 5:30 to go, fourth quarter. Will Menzel, the freshman, gets the snap and fires one down the middle. He was on the lookout for Kydell Stone or maybe Jack Moog. It's incomplete, and the kicking unit will come out. Will they punt or will they try for a field goal here? Oh, that was fourth down. We're all over the place, trying to figure out the procedures for that post-game show we were talking about. You will get a chance to hear from, hopefully get a chance to hear from Mason Bray. You will definitely get a chance to hear from Shay and talk about what is going to be a second win for Zach Hill at Saguaro. They will go to 2-0 with a win over a 6A opposition team for the second time this year. That big game against Basha on the way. Next week there's a flag down and a false start on the Toros. That Basha game is going to be fun. We'll have some social media contact for you on the Varsity Sports Show Twitter. Shay's going to have a chance to go down and talk to Zach Hill, and I'm sure one of the questions she'll have cooked up will be about that Basha game, the biggest game of the Saguaro regular season. Does Player of the Week really get his own little spotlight here tonight on Varsity Live post-game?
Starting this week, we're trying to kind of spotlight it. I mean, Vince feels pretty confident that it will happen, so viewers and listeners should be able to see Mason Bray.
Hand off to John Pierre, trying to get back to the initial line of scrimmage, and he is stopped around the 30. That'll bring up 2nd and 12, a gain of 3. If I was an 18-year-old kid on a Friday night, I don't think I'd get on a radio show at 10 o'clock at night. So I will give Mason Bray a lot of credit if he makes that decision.
We're preparing him for media in the future when he moves on from high school. This is great.
No, 100%.
Great experience for him.
I think it's the perfect opportunity as Goodman throws one a little high, and he was looking for Sumco. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. I mean, I wasn't media trained at 18. I'm not even media trained at 20, and I'm doing this.
Yeah, I can't say I'm media trained necessarily either. You know who is media trained? Zach Hill. He is
real pros.
He is very pro. He is a very easy interview, easy guy to talk to.
Well, we were stuck down in the corner pregame trying to do a opening interview with him, and he came over early. Talked to us as Goodman looking for an intended target and hot in marks. Mountain View going to punt. So we'll get another chance to look at Will Menzel, maybe the future of this Sabercat quarterback room. That's the other flip side of this. I mean, we just talked about how you and I as teenagers wouldn't be media trained at 18. Will Menzel's going to come out there and play varsity football at, depending on when his birthday is, maybe 14?
Once again, just great experience for him. And something to look forward to. When you get a taste of something, you just really want to work harder to get towards it.
It's not a big-time quarterback room.
For the presentation of Fiesta Bowl Superstar of the game. Don't forget to thank all the Fiesta Bowl folks in the house tonight for the brand new Fiesta Bowl Friday Night Showdown presented by Superstar Car Wash.
Menzel the backup, and Elijah Sherbin-Fox is the 3rd string on the roster, all sitting behind Bray. For Menzel, it's got to be a great thing to work with a guy who's been long regarded at the college level as a quarterback guru, an offensive mind, the mechanic that is Zach Hill. A 24-point lead with 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go. It's a handoff, and they were looking for a yard or two, and they got that, a gain of 2 for Jaden Staple. 43-year-old from Portland, Oregon, Zach Hill, has found his way to the Valley. Spent time at Boise State, was the Arizona State offensive coordinator, and made a decision to keep his family, keep his kids in the Valley of the Sun. Found his way to Saguaro after a brief stint as a offensive analyst for ALA Gilbert North in their championship season a year ago, and that has led him to Saguaro, perhaps the pinnacle of high school football in this state. As Menzel hands off to Staple again, and another short gain for the tailback. They are 2-0. They put up 49 in the first game. They are at 44 right now. With about 3 minutes and 20-ish seconds, there's some more flags on the field. And they've done that with what many expected to be a backup quarterback this year in Mason Bray, who won the job flat out. They brought in a quarterback from California, highly touted kid, and Bray beat him out, kid who grew up in the system and has turned around and put up a 5-touchdown through the air performance in game number 1 and has now dropped a 4-touchdown total, 2 through the sky and 2 on the turf. It was a really good start for Mason Bray. Couple of turnovers today by the defense as well to help him out. Jacoby Spence with a score on the offensive side and an interception. Obviously, one of the bigger stories tonight will be the ejections of Amari Taase and Christian Nunnally, 2 key contributors on the line of scrimmage, and then a couple of other guys, Damian Soki, Kyron Jones, and McConey Norton. As Menzel will keep it himself and coast towards the first down marker. Should have enough to get there.
First down at 46 for Sabercat, first down.
Clock will continue to tick under 3 minutes from Scottsdale, Arizona. Saguaro, who started last season 2-3 through their first 5 games. It was a bit of a slow burn for the Sabercats. They went on that 7-0 run, spun their way all the way to a state championship game against Basha. That 2-3 start was contributed to the fact that their first 5 games they played Chandler, Liberty, and the New Jersey state champions Bergen Catholic. Yet they made it all the way to the Open title game on the backs of Devin Dampier. Now the quarterback at New Mexico. That wonderful final drive against Liberty that will live in memories of Sabercat families and fans and players of that 2022 team forever. He drove them down. They dominated Liberty down the stretch, charged back, and JoJo Clark, who's on this team now, made a great play. That got them to the title game. They lost to Basha in that championship matchup at Sun Devil Stadium. They gave it their all. Final drive, they had a chance to go and do it again, shock the world again, and just overthrown, just out of the reach. Dampier gave it every inch, and he led the way. Back up on that team was Bray. It's now his show, and it's his turn to take on the Basha Bears next Friday night right here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Chandler Basha coming to town to take on Scottsdale Saguaro. What will undoubtedly be the game of the week in Arizona, could be the game of the week nationally. And it's a handoff from Menzel. He's got his tailback, Jacob Brown, who gets back to the line of scrimmage, and the clock will roll with 60 seconds to play. Clock will stop and a timeout by Joe Germain of Mountain View. Jacoby Spence was wonderful today. Did it on both sides of the ball. How about Camden Siegel? Popped out quickly with a touchdown on a trick play for the first score of the night for Saguaro. Good day for Reese Rinaldi and Mason Whitaker again. No catches for JoJo Clark, but he was a thing of beauty in the offensive wrinkles. The defensive side of the ball, they were much better today in terms of what they did, the Sabercats. They just need to clean up those penalties. That was the one nagging thing for them, and it was a big, big issue. As Menzel will come back out there as the Mountain View timeout comes to a close. Offensively, 49 points on the road against Queen Creek last week, 44 here tonight. They gave up 35. Tonight they give up just 20. Basha will be a sterner test than any of this as they settle down and take a knee. The best play in football last week, Mason Bray got to do it. This week, that honor belongs to Will Menzel. As they go backwards, and Zach Hill sets himself up to go 2-0 as a Saguaro Sabercat football head coach.
After the completion of the game, your cooperation is appreciated.
Things to work on for the Sabercats, but a win is a win on a Friday night. Menzel puts knee to turf, and that'll do it. Zach Hill walks his team onto the turf as a head coach for the second time at this level, and for the second time he does it with a dub behind him. A Sabercat win on Friday night. All to play for a week from tonight. Mason Bray, your player of the game, 2 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground. He did everything he needed to do. We're going to have a chance to talk to Zach Hill a little bit later. For now, Saguaro 44-20 winners on their home opener on Friday night. Don't go anywhere. Zach's going to talk to Shay when we come back.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete.
Your final score on Friday night, Saguaro 44, Mesa Mountain View visiting on the road 20. The Sabercats, their home opening victory in Scottsdale tonight. Zach Hill moves to 2-0 as the head man of this Sabercat club. We had a bunch of different little special moments tonight. Will Menzel getting on the varsity field for the first time as the backup quarterback. How about a 2-touchdown through the air, 2-touchdown on the ground day for the quarterback, the starter, the man on a mission, Mason Bray. He got it done, and they all get set to take on Basha a week from tonight at home on September the 8th. That'll be right here on Varsity Sports Show as Saguaro will take on the Bears in a rematch of last year's state championship game. We will not get a chance to hear live from Zach Hill, but you will get a chance to see that pre-recorded on the Varsity Sports Show Twitter. As for the rest of the night, Mason Bray is going to likely be on Varsity Live post-game, which will be on the Varsity Sports Show 1. Shay's going to come on and talk as well about this massive occasion here tonight. So please, please, please go check that out on Varsity Sports Show 1. You're going to get a chance to learn about what happened with the Sabercats tonight, some expert analysis, as well as Corona del Sol, Brophy, Horizon, Desert Mountain, who are trying to be an Open 8 team as well this year. So lots of wonderful news you can take a look at on Varsity Live post-game on the Varsity Sports Show main channel. That'll do it here tonight. Mason Bray, your player of the game. 4 touchdowns accounted for. Saguaro, 44-20 winners for our production team, headlined by Sammy Rivera and Dorian Zavala. For my partner, Shay Garrett, that'll do it. I've been Ryan Sikora. Sabercats are 2-0. It's Basha up next.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over